Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, also for your cross watchers, also for those of us who find ourselves on this video without any Piscean anything. You're probably an empath. And you probably need some messages from your soul. So I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I was told is you know what is at stake. Listen. Ooh. That tells me you've been receiving guidance and you haven't been listening. I'm just saying. All right. Let me finish. Let me finish shuffling. I'm a little bit shuffle impaired because of the nails. I effectively crippled myself. It's okay. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. All right. So let's do this deck right here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. All right. And then we'll do the other deck. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I'm nervous too. I am totally nervous as well. We'll get through it. We'll get through it together. Okay. We will get through it together. Let me just push my fan up a little more. All right. Card number 22. She feels, she knows. You already feel whatever it is, that your soul is trying to communicate with you about. We talked about last night in the Blu-ray reading that if you continue with ignoring guidance from your soul, you will get dragged. Okay. You will get dragged down that dry riverbed, get all these twigs and whatnot in your hair. Soul doesn't care. Okay. Whatever it is you need, that is what soul will provide you. However it is you want to choose to fight your own process, that is how hard soul will fight back. Now is the time for you to be fully aware of what it is you are trying to avoid. What are the ramifications of this avoidance? Is it at a cost that is too high? I mean, is your human mouth writing checks that your spiritual ass cannot cash? That's how you become emotionally, energetically, spiritually bankrupt. Stop. Stop trying to create a story in your head that's causing much more trauma, much more struggle, much more of everything in your own mind. And I'm included in this. It doesn't have to be that hard. We make it that hard based on our perceptions and the distortions that exist within our human perception, right? After the storm, storms don't last forever. Okay. Storms come and go. The more you try and run from the storm, the longer it's going to last. Be like a buffalo. The buffalo, they're said to run directly towards the storm. What happens when it runs towards the storm? Is it trying to fight the storm? No, it's facing it head on. And when you face it head on, you don't prolong your exposure to the storm. I remember a while back We were driving through, I forget where we were. It's some high mountain. It's a high mountain. We were on top of a mountain. I forget which state now. And um, the rain suddenly started. And then within a few seconds, it became like marble sized hail. Like you could hear it damaging the car. Oops. And it became zero visibility. And I was telling my husband, pull over. I don't want to crash. Pull over. And he said, no, I'm not pulling over. I'm like, oh my God, you're crazy. Pull over. He goes, no, so that it can hail on us more. And this mofo kept driving. He kept on driving. And literally within, I'd say 30 seconds to a minute, we were out of the part of the storm where there was the hail. And then that was that. It was done. But had we parked, like, because everyone else began parking on the shoulder. My husband loved his car. He loved his truck. He loved it. And he's like, no, I'm not pulling over. Motherfucker, if we die. He goes, no, you'd pull over. I'm not pulling over. But he got us out of it. Real fast. Literally within a minute, we were out of that area. But had we pulled over, it would have prolonged it. It would have prolonged it. And his logic was there was nothing for us to shelter underneath because none of the trees were huge, but they weren't over the freeway area. So you're just exposed. And he's like, no. We're so opposite. It's ridiculous. It's cute, but it's not. Okay. So you have to have a ballsy type logic sometimes and allow yourself to move beyond the difficult part, because if you allow yourself to pull over and stop and you just got to wait it out and, this and that, there's more potentiality for increased injury. There really is. This ties into that Piscean empathic mindset of we'll just wait for people. You don't got to wait for nobody. If you can't wait for yourself, if you can't be patient with yourself, you have no business doing that for other people. None. It goes back again to that whole concept of you won't save yourself, but you want to be a martyr for the rest of the world. Not how it works. Card number 41, bring it into form. You got to bring the kind of life that you want into form. You have to walk towards it. And for some, I don't like this message, but it's not my reading. So let me just go ahead and tell you. For some, there's a message of needing to find the courage to walk towards someone. Okay. I don't know if it's the Piscean and empath. It might be someone who is cross-watching for the Piscean or empath. If you're cross-watching for someone, if like there's something about my readings or about me that reminds you of the energy of whoever it is that you're trying to figure out how to address them, you're just going to have to put on your big cojones pants. Allow your balls to expand and find the courage. If you did something to hurt a Piscean or empath, you should be the one apologizing. I'm so not even joking. You need to find it within yourself so that you can get that courage and go up to them and apologize. Okay, we're sick of your shit. We're sick of your shit. I'm just saying, let your balls drop. Let your balls drop. Stop holding them in your abdominal cavity. Let them drop. Let them cool down just a little. And, find your courage and say sorry. If you're sorry. If you're not sorry, fuck off, bro. Just fuck off. Leave them alone. If you're not sorry, if you don't see how you negatively affected someone, chances are you're not compatible with a Piscean or an empath. Cut your losses. Just cut your losses. Everyone thinks that I'm doing much better because I'm laughing and joking a lot. That's the way that I cope with trauma. That's the way that I cope with trauma. And so I can laugh more, joke around more, but I also have a lessening of my tolerance level for that type of shit. It's just like, if you're sorry, say sorry. Like, stop fucking around. If you're sorry, just say sorry. A quick message, write it out. Get out a quill pen, dip it in the ink, write that shit out in cursive, and then send it. Send it. Send it and then be done. Let it just be said already. God, how much fucking longer does this subject matter have to continue? If you wait too long, Pisces don't give a fuck after a certain while. If you wait too long, Pisces is not going to care if you're sorry. Okay? Don't hurt your own feelings waiting too long. Card number 35, conscious connections. I think this is about a cross watcher. Ooh, I think this is about a cross watcher. They're just watching you. I've been watching you, watching me, and I know you want it. But it depends on how you kick your game. Okay, stop. They're just watching you. They're watching you. Lots of people watch you. I'm just saying, Pisces, lots of people watch you, and add them to the list. Y'all need to create a subscription. I'm just saying. Y'all need to create a subscription so people can like just watch you proper. You know what I'm saying? So they can take care of you as they watch. It's okay for them to be voyeurs. But I mean, Pisces, let's talk about what we like. What do you guys like in a person that you are romantically interested in? What do you like? What do you like? What is your preference? What is it? Tell me. Tell mama. Tell mama. I tell you. Tell mama what you like, what you want, baby boo. Do you like when people act too shy and then, it's like you talking to them is like pulling teeth? You know what I'm saying? Humor, kindness, lovable, honesty. I'm gonna be a little more specific. I have a very strong personality. When the person in front of me does not have a strong one, I can just sit back and chill because my husband's personality is very strong, and he's very friendly, and all of that. When someone is just like too like, I don't know. When their balls are still being held in the abdominal cavity, that's just, do I need to have the conversation for both of us? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Because I think Pisceans, for the most part, what we look for is someone who is that like perfect balance of like aggressive but not, someone who can dominate but also gives you the spotlight and places you on a pedestal and asks you, do you mind if I dominate you? I do mind. It's like a Renaissance man. Yes, someone who can take control but doesn't try to control you. Yes, that's it. Thick too. We like them thick. I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I saw this video of this man on TikTok, and all I could say is like, "How'd you get that ass?" Bro, like, what exercises you do? I want an ass like that. I want thighs like that. I want your hips. Not on me. I mean, I want my hips to look like yours. Whew. I'm just saying. I was like, bro, share your exercise plan. Like, why do you wear pants like that? It looks so good on you. Hold up. I got to show you guys. Hold on. It's cracking me up. Every day before I work out, I save the video. Every day before I work out, I watch this and I'm like, I'm gonna have an ass like that. I'm gonna have those hips. Here. I want an ass like that. Look, she you guys gotta find this video. I don't want to play it because I don't. Hold on, I gotta play it. I gotta rewind it.
On that treadmill. All I watch this. Sir, young man, beloved. I know good and goddamn well you're not out here talking about some who says thick boys can't run. There was legs in this video.
I'm just saying. I want to be in shape like that. I want to know what you're like. Do you work out 3 times a week, 5 times? What is it? Do you do HIIT? Do you do like circuit? What do you do? Do you pelvic thrust? What do you do? Do you clench at the top? What do you do? Tell us. Tell us. We want to know. I'm just saying. We want to know. How'd you get that ass, sir? Okay. Card number 26. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Melba, you don't know what I need. I need, and it's not like I'm gonna show it off to people. I just need that. Could you, like, the strength in that posterior chain? Do you understand how stable my hips would be? I wouldn't have any subluxations or any of that. I get subluxations easily. That's when you dislocate your joint and it pops itself back in. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Card number 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Stop letting other people's bullshit swirl around you and affect you. I feel like this might have to do with this message. I feel like someone just really regrets how things have gone. Things like the message is starting to get super serious, and it's just like this really devastating type of regret. It's a really, really devastating type of regret. And I mean, I don't know that it's your job to heal them. They made decisions. They made decisions without your input. They didn't involve you in their decision making about you. So it's kind of just like, okay. Michael says, be careful how I express this because it's unnecessary to hurt people's feelings. I'm just saying. Card number 44, visions of life beyond death. I feel like this also ties in where it's this message of like part of them died when that connection died. I'm not Jesus. I can't bring you back. You ain't Lazarus, baby boo. I'm sorry. Michael said, what did I say? I don't know. I don't fucking listen to you. How would I know what you said? How would I know what you said? Shit, if I listened, then maybe I know, but I don't, so I don't. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like they're having some sort of remorse. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because my balls sit on my chest and they're huge. You know, like if I decide something, I live with it and I just live with it and I keep living. I keep living. So this type of stuff fucking irks me. It irks me. Like you made a decision, stick with it. Stick with it. You made a decision. They made a decision about you without your consent, without your input, without knowing where you stand. They made a decision. You didn't get to. Because of this decision they made on your behalf, they took away your ability to also decide. What's done is done. I'm just saying. Michael's like, why are you rolling your sleeves up? Because I'm ready to fuck your ass up. That's why. I'm ready to fuck your ass up. This is bullshit messages. Card number 9, what do you feel? I finally found what went wrong. Don't want to feel you. Don't want you on my mind. Okay, all seriousness. What do you feel? They all know this is a trauma response. Continue. What do you guys feel? Do you feel like this is something you need to revisit? Because why? If you feel like you need to revisit it, you have to ask yourself why. I'm not going to tell you not to revisit it. I'm not going to tell you to revisit it. I'm going to tell you, ask yourself why. Well, this is my second chance. This is it. I don't know. I've never gotten back with an ex, so I don't know. I don't know. Like once you're out, you're out. That's how it is for me. Depending on the reason why you're out, that's what's going to determine whether I will even acknowledge you exist after the fact. I don't know. If I sense that your exit carries with it the intention of like a need to be dramatic and noticeable so that you can somehow hurt me with your exit, you know what happens? I take out this little brush. It's made of horsehair, right? It's not that little. It's like actually kind of large. It's like this big. The bristles. And then I hold the brush by the handles and I dust your seat off so someone new can sit there. Michael said, ouch, right? That's the thing, you guys. Like, I'll match your energy. I'll match your energy. If your intent is to hurt me with your exit, I'm not hurt at all, baby boo. I hope you feel that. I hope you feel that. Not that I hope you hurt. I hope you feel whatever it was you were trying to make me feel. It's good. Just go. I had someone who blocked me and then messaged and said, oh, by the way, I deactivated my account for a few days. I just wanted to make sure you knew. And you know what I responded with? Don't be a dick. You know you banned me. You blocked me. And then you unblocked me so you could send me this message to make sure that I knew that you unfriended me. I don't give a fuck. You're not my friend. You're not my friend. You're no loss to me. I can find another person to try and use me within minutes of your absence. Like, it's no loss to me. There are people in your life that are doing this shit to you. Why are you letting it? You know what's at stake here? Your dignity, your inner peace, your sovereignty, your sense of self-worth, your identity. There is no one in this world that is worth that price. Twin, not twin, soulmate, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Alien sexual encounter. I don't know. Whatever you want to classify it. It is not worth that price. Nope. It is not worth that price, and I will not pay that. When you begin to understand the kind of games that people play, oh, there was this video that came on last night. It was so good. I just recently subscribed to this guy. I don't know what his name is. Let me see. I don't know what his name is, but I recently subscribed to him and I was like, you're just so good, baby boo. You are so good with your shit. Let me see. Kev Hick. What started playing last night was a video about no contact method. It's not a game. When you allow it to be a game, then you get played by yourself and by other people. This whole I will withhold myself in order to manipulate you into specific behavioral adjustments that I want you to adjust. You guys should watch that video. Releasing allegiances. My allegiance is to myself and my family. That's it. That's it. That's it. We have to allow ourselves to let go of the very things that no longer serve a purpose in our lives. Oh, but I love him. You love the concept of him. You love the fact that he can be a project for you. Do you love him? Because in order to truly love someone, you have to want what's best for them, even if that thing that's the best for them involves your disappearance from their life. Have you thought about that? Do you love them, or do you love the potentiality that you see within them that you can use as a jumping off point for a person project? Are you trying to make this person into your project? If you want to do that, that's like you're trying to train someone. Get a puppy. Get a puppy. Get a puppy, train a puppy. Use behavioral modification techniques for a puppy. This is another human being. If someone is doing this to you, where they are withholding themselves from your life in order to initiate a cycle of, unless you do what I say and act how I tell you to act, you don't get none of me. I didn't want none of you. Well, what's so special about someone like that? I swear to you, there are so many millions and billions of people who have that same logic. You can find many more like that. The reality of it is this. For every person that exists on this world, there will be at least one or two other people who look just like them. For every type of behavioral characteristic a person can have, there's at least 10 to 15 other people who have the same exact fucking attitude. So what's so special about this one? Oh, but we're... What? Twins? And that's why you suffer. That's why you've given up as payment your dignity, your sense of self, your worth, your sovereignty, your energy. But we have a soul connection. You understand that's parasitic, right? When someone does a soul tie on you, that's parasitic. They're feeding off you. They're feeding off your energy. Stop listening to these people who are filling your heads with so much bullshit under the guise of spirituality. There's nothing spiritual about allowing someone to treat you poorly. There is nothing spiritually advanced about that. You're not proving to the world or even to yourself that you have grown spiritually. I've been a doormat for people for quite a long time. A very long time. That's what I was conditioned to be. You need something done, I will do it. I will anticipate it. Your house is dirty, I'll clean it. You don't even have to ask me. I had a friend who I used to go over to her house Monday through Friday while my kid was in preschool, because her house was close to the preschool. And I mean, girlfriend never cleaned. She just never cleaned. It's not her thing. It's fine. I would go and I would clean her entire fucking house. She would go to the bathroom and the fucking thing is clean. And it got to the point where she had to tell me, like, hey, can you stop cleaning my house? I'm so sorry. My cousin asked me to babysit her kids. She comes home and it looks like a professional carpet cleaning. She goes, can you stop fucking doing that shit? That's who I was programmed to be. I was taught to anticipate your needs. So you would never have to ask me for anything. I will cover anything and everything. If I get this sense that you want it, I will do it. I used to. I don't anymore. Why? Because I've grown beyond the program. I understand now. That's a trauma response. That wasn't me being a good person. That was me trying to earn my place in your life, even for just that day. Are you doing this to someone? That's not being an empath. That's being a doormat. Yeah, no, that's not being an empath. I use my empathic abilities to anticipate, but that behavior is not being an empath. That is being a doormat to someone else. That is a trauma response where I have to earn my place in your life, even in that day, that moment, that visit, whatever it is, I have to earn my place. So for the people who make me feel like I have to earn some sort of value in your eyes because, yeah, no, just disregard me. That's good. That's good. I don't need people like that in my life. And when you guys are applying this to romantic connections, my husband should write a book. He should write a book. He really should. The way he was able to love me was so powerful and potent that I did not realize this is what was happening. And what do I mean? My healing down to core. I didn't realize that his presence was healing me because he wasn't trying to. He was just existing with me. At no point have I had to question, is today the day he's going to leave? If I don't do this, is he going to leave? Do you understand? That is emotional and mental manipulation. When people use their absence as a weapon, be gone and stay gone. That's just that. Be gone and stay gone. Just be gone. Let them go. You got to focus on your light. The way your light is expressed is very distorted if you've been with people like this. If you've allowed people into your life who are like this, the way you see yourself and your life becomes very distorted. You begin to identify as nothing more than their accessory, than their enabler. No. No. Just like a big fat no. No. Card number 31, trust yourself. When you feel like it's time to leave, trust it. Trust it. Because see, okay, this is what I see happens a lot. When people ask me, Emmie, should I leave my relationship? The fact that you're asking tells me it's time. Tells me you've already considered this deeply, but you don't want to take responsibility for it. So you're going to go and ask around and see if someone else can take responsibility for this life-altering decision. We don't want to take accountability for our decisions. So if you make the wrong decision, you can blame it on someone else. Oh, because someone else told me to leave. Oh, but see, here's the double-edged sword for that. If you can blame the mistake decision on someone else, then you can never actually truly take ownership of the fact that you made a decision to free yourself. I think that's worse. I think that's worse than someone else taking ownership of a bad decision. Because then you don't understand how powerful you are in your healing journey. I've had a lot of people try and give me credit for their self-healing. No, I refuse to accept that. Emmie, you have to let people compliment you. No, it's not about complimenting. No, I cannot accept that compliment. Why? Because if you credit me with your growth, your healing, your rejuvenated, renewed, realigned perceptions, then you take away the credit you rightfully earned. No, but Emmie, my life didn't change until you arrived. I record videos on YouTube. You're the one choosing to watch them. You could have chose to watch Blue's Clues, The Wiggles. You could have chose to watch someone else. Yet you continue to show up day after day, receiving your messages, implementing those messages in your life. Who really deserves the credit there? Maybe I inspired you. Okay, I'll take that. But to say that I changed your life, you changed your life, not me. You made that decision. I might have been the spark, but you stoked that fire. You got it from a simple flame and turned it into a fucking bonfire. Have you guys ever made campfires? That takes a little bit of skill. It takes a little bit of skill. You have to know how to place the fuel, burnable materials, in such a way that will allow for the air to vent and it will allow for the flame to grow. You can't just put huge logs. You have to start with tinder and then small shavings and, work your way up. That's what you're doing. I'm providing you the spark, and you are the one tending to that fire. That is your sacred flame. If you're the only one that can be blamed for that flame going out, then you should be the only one who can take credit for that flame becoming a huge bonfire. A bonfire that's large enough for other people who are lost in the woods of life to see the light, stay for a little bit, reassess their bearings, and find their way back home to themselves. That's such an important job. That is such an important job, tending to your own sacred flame. It affects so many other people. You have to give yourself credit for what you do. Follow your own rhythm. You're following your own rhythm. You're needing to know when to turn away from the artificial light, when to turn towards your authentic shadow aspects. You're going to need to know how to do this gracefully. You're going to need to know how to give yourself permission to truly see what's been hidden in shadows. See it without the goggles of society. Society's goggles are like drunk goggles, okay? They make shit look real good if it isn't. And they make shit that's real good look real bad, even though it's not. No more of that. Truly see the world based on your eyes. And your eyes can see based on what you've lived through. You just have to. You have to. This is the period where you have to really know what's at stake. What's at stake? Ooh, got lost downtown, ended up at a random bar, and now here I am listening to you. And what if you weren't lost? What if you were being guided? What if you're being guided to the very bar that would lead you to me right now? And what if this is your soul talking to you, using me as a delivery method? You don't know that you need to take ownership of the direction you're heading in until you experience this perception of being lost. You're not lost. You might not know the end destination, but that does not mean you're lost. It means you're aware you're traveling through uncharted territory. What is so bad about that? If all of the territory you've traveled through have been inhospitable for you, your soul, your needs, it can only get better from there. Like, I've lived in California practically my whole life. And then we decided to move a few years ago. And that decision to move, like, oh my God, all my friends, all my relatives were like, you're fucking crazy. Where are you going to go? Well, hello, Californians. The rest of the United States is not Narnia. It's not Narnia, please. Like, oh my God, where are you going to go? And like the desert? Are you going to go up to the mountains? I'm going to go where the fuck my soul brings me. So much fear, so much programming, like little monkeys in a cage during that experiment, where if one of the monkeys has this cognitive ability to, oh, there's a hole up there, I just got to climb up this structure and then I can exit and be free. And all the monkeys get hosed down by the scientists. Anytime a monkey decides to free itself, that's what's happened to society. That's what's happened to us. You want to know one of the most beautiful, most powerful things I came to realize? I left California feeling like I lost myself and that I was lost, wandering through life, not knowing who I am, not knowing my purpose, not knowing why I still need to be in this life. That's such a disconcerting feeling. So much internal destruction that I literally stopped eating for about 14 days. I'd say that's a pretty fucked up thing, isn't it? I literally could not eat for about 14 days. I think it was like 13. I wasn't intentionally starving myself. No. As a matter of fact, I was trying to force myself to eat. In my teen years, I had, what is it called? It's not alopecia. I have that too. Anorexia. I had anorexia as a teen. And I was afraid that I was going to go back to that. And if I went back to that type of coping, then it would be really devastating. So I was trying to force myself to eat. And every time my husband would cook me like my favorite stuff, and he would put it in front of me, and I would take a forkful, which was like a little bit of a forkful, and it would get close to my mouth, and then I would just break down crying because I couldn't. I would gag and I would cry, and oh my God, what's wrong with me? Down to where my girlfriend, who was seeing me in person, one of the most fucking nicest people ever, never has anything bad to say about anyone. She pulled me aside one day and was like, hey, you're looking skeletal. Are you okay? Have you eaten? I haven't seen you eat in a few days. It was that severe. So what's the beautiful part of this? If I said it's the most beautiful, most powerful, most potent type thing I've ever experienced, what is the most beautiful part of this? My perception of me had to be completely dismantled, and I had to be left to wander the desert of my heart and soul for me to truly find who I am. I was gone for several years. Years, not months. Years. When you exist at the depth that I exist at, not many people can hurt your feelings, but the ones who can, it will take you years to be able to function beyond that hurt. I was gone for several years. And when I came back, I was a completely different person. Completely different. And that's not the powerful part. That's not the potent, powerful, intense, holy shit, this is holy, this is sacred part. That was just the step to it. What happened that was the most holiest, most sacred, most powerful thing ever? Because I left and I allowed myself to become who I actually am. And when I returned, I came back as me, not the me I'm told to be, not the me I'm programmed to behave like. I came back as me. That freed my family to be who they are. What a beautiful relationship I now have. It's beautiful. We were programmed to be competitive with each other and this and that. And, and now it's like, oh, we can compliment each other. Oh my God, how fucking amazing is that? I got you, you got me. Like, this is how it's supposed to be. We no longer are carrying that generational ancestral trauma, toxicity, none of that. And all I had to do was leave, allow myself to be completely destroyed, wander within the desert of my heart and soul for several years. And when I say wander, I wasn't allowed to stay in one place more than 48 hours. I lived in an RV full time. Once the brakes were fixed and we were out of that parking lot, I did not stay in one place more than 48 hours. So when I say wandered, I mean wandered. And it's a beautiful thing because some people might be like, oh my God, so like, you just like wandered? Yeah, how was I going to find out where I actually want to live? I know there's certain states I will not live there. I will barely drive through there. And some other places, that's where my heart is. That's where my heart is. Like, Colorado, if you could just get your shit back together, stop trying to be California Junior. I would like to continue our love affair. I fucking love Colorado. Yeah. I love Colorado and places that remind me of it. And it's okay. It's okay for me to no longer identify as someone from California. I'm not a Californian anymore. Not in my heart. I don't function like them. I don't. And some people might be like, oh, that's fucked up. What's she trying to say? I'm trying to say I was one of you. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Specific times of the year, you have to go to Disneyland. Specific times of the year, you have to go to Vegas. Specific times of the year, you have to go to Hawaii. If you don't do that shit, that means you're broke. If you're broke, you're not good enough. You have to dress this way. You have to go to that club and that bar on these days. You have to spend this much. You have to take pictures of it, put it on Instagram. Your kids have to take these classes, go to those schools, drive these cars. I know, California. Kindly knock it off. That's not me. That's not me. It's just not. It's not. And it's okay for it to not be me anymore. Because when that was me, it was so painful to be me. California creates Stepford souls. I'll say it again. California creates Stepford souls. You are not allowed to operate outside of the parameters you are told to remain within. There's a lot of places that are like that. I love the ones that are country-like, preferably in the mountains. Quiet, just quiet, places where people don't ask you what your business is. They just mind their own, they grow their own shit, and then they stick to themselves. I love places like that where I can exist wholeheartedly as myself and have a relationship with the land and allow the land to nurture me, heal me. Allow the land to provide a kind of silence and stillness. God, I used to hate places that snow. Like, fuck that. I visit snow. I don't live in it. And then I spent a couple winters in Colorado, and we're approaching the seasons. You want to feel the most spiritual you've ever felt? Find a place that snows, somewhere beyond the city. Find a small town. Go there when there's a snowstorm. Wait for the storm to end. And once it's done, just sit outside. There is such an insulated stillness and silence that I can hear my heartbeat in my ears. I can hear my breath going through my lungs. And when you can have that type of silence, there's not much your soul says that you can't hear or feel. And that's what I needed. That's what I needed. It also helped that, like, the way the driveway was at the farm, it was like a bunny slope for like 2 acres. And so we would just go to the driveway, and it slides down our property, not into the street, the property. It was our own fucking snow park. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. You know, my family's like, you fucking, why are you always all up in the mountains and shit? Like, what if there's an emergency? Then you would go to the hospital. Like, how long does it take to go to the hospital? It's like 5 miles down the road. It's a trauma center. You can have such a beautiful, beautiful existence in life when you let go of your fear of not being within the societal norms, you know, not living within that societal standard. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. And of course, we're going to have some people who are like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm going to save up. And after I have X amount in my savings, then I can like take a trip. I got to plan it out. Maybe like next year, 2 years from now. What if you die tomorrow? Then you'll have died not knowing who you are. But Emmie, you don't understand. I'm like not rich. I don't have the money for that. Okay, you have the money to go out for drinks. You have the money to buy this and that. You have the money to continue to participate in what society tells you you should look like. You have the money. You just choose to spend it on stupid shit. Tell me I'm wrong. You think you need to have at least $5,000 to do a trip like this. Honey, you can go to a state park. It's $75 per year. It gives you free access. You can access places like Yellowstone, Yosemite, all sorts of fucking federal parks. $75 for the whole year. Bring your fucking tent and a sleeping bag. Oh, but Emmie, what about bathrooms? Bring a little shovel. Dig a hole. Do your business. Cover it up. It's free. Okay? BLM lands, Bureau of Land Management. That shit is fucking free. Yeah. One of the best, oh my God, this is like, it's over, I think like Gallatin something over in Montana. I forget the name of the place. It's over by Gallatin something. and it's a BLM something or other, I think. And it was, I think, like $20 a night. Right behind the RV was a little glacier fed stream that leads to a river. Oh my God, it was the best. What the fuck? I want to go back. It was the best. It was the best. And then from there, like, because I had to go rent a car in order for us to enter into Yellowstone for something, I had to go over to, I think it was like the Bozeman Airport. And I found this taco bus. It's right by the Belgrade like water tower. Oh my God. My husband goes out and he gets the tacos because I never leave the RV if like I don't want to see anybody. Kidding me? So I stay in the RV, and then he comes back and it's like, you know, a disposable plate with a piece of foil over it, and he has several squares of paper towels. And I'm like, and he goes, "No, honey, she don't speak English." Oh shit! You know that shit's gonna be good. Yeah. Oh my God, it was so fucking good. I'm just saying, people be like, "Oh, if you're in America and you're gonna work, you should be speaking English." Nah, motherfuckers, keep speaking whatever fucking language you speak. If it's in alignment with the food you're cooking, baby boo, I don't care. It tends to taste better. It tends to taste better. It's the best fucking tacos I've had in a while. In the middle of like some I don't know where we were. I just know like the water tower was right there and it said Belgrade. It was good. He straight said to me, "No, honey, she doesn't speak English." Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Can you get me another plate? Best fucking tacos. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. Okay. Y'all want to talk shit about Mexicans taking American jobs? They cook better than you. Fuck out of here. It's the truth. Tell me where I'm wrong. You like Japanese food? Go look in the kitchen. Mexicans. Fuck out of here. You can't have families the size of their families and not know how to cook. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Okay? Mm-hmm. You know, I didn't like the birria. I didn't like the birria. I don't know why. I tried it when I was at my brother's house. And because he's in SoCal and it was like supposed to be rated the best and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't like birria. I wanted to try it so bad too. They made it look so good, and it's just, what's the hype? It like I was so disappointed. They had like a 5 out of 5 stars. You know, and then when we walked in, it was like a little hole in the wall, like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. when the restaurant is a hole in the wall, you know that shit's authentic. I'm just saying. It's authentic to the point it was so authentic. I was like, wait, are y'all gonna put some crazy shit in there like tongue and tripe and shit? Because I know my people eat that too, but I'm not part of those people. I will upchuck if I can't do that. And I don't eat goat. Like, can I just get like, you know, watered down, boring ass birria? I can't have none of that, yo. I can't. This is, yeah. I can eat meat, but I can't eat that kind. I just can't. It takes me back to my days when I was like hardcore vegan. I can't do it. I don't want to. I know, no lengua, please. No lengua, no. 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 I'm good. Yes, in my culture, sometimes people will eat a dog as a delicacy. I'm good off that too. A girl's got to have her limits. I mean, if you're down for that, you eat whatever you want. I don't. I don't partake in that. Mm-mm. Filipinos eat brains too. Fish eyes, like all kind of crazy shit. I'm not eating none of that shit. I'm not eating none of that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm trying to be real. My mom tried to hand me a balut. She tried to tell me I don't want that. It's fucking looking right back at me. And she goes, "Oh, don't be picky. I don't need to eat. I can go quite a few days without eating. I'm not joking. I can go quite a few days without eating. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all know what balut is? Look that shit up. Okay. And she'd be like, oh, what are you, a child? Oh, yeah. Child of God. It's a duck fetus. It's a fertilized duck egg. So you're not eating the duckling, you're eating it half formed. And I distinctly remember one of the last times I saw my parents eat that. Oh my God, I'm about to have an episode. I'm gonna vomit. Like I could hear, like my dad bit into it, and then I could hear some crunching. I was like, "What is that?" He goes, "Oh, they waited too long for this one. It's too ripe. It formed legs." Yes! Fuck! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my God! Yeah. They say it tastes really good. Shock of the new. I'm traumatized. That's fucking sick. And yes, I've had black soup, chocolate soup, chocolate stew. What do they call it? Is that what they call it? It's not chocolate. If a Filipino tries to feed you chocolate stew, that's pork blood. When you cook blood, it turns black. And the stuff that people are like, oh my God, that was so good. Like, what's the chewy parts? It's either the ears or the intestines. I can't do that to you. You can eat it if you want, but I want you to know what it is when you go to eat it. It has intestines, pig ears, it has like spleen, I don't know, just a whole bunch of stuff. Card number 54, Endarin activation. So you have to find your inner dragon. Find your inner dragon, just cleanse your whole life with fire. Card number 13, duality. Allowing yourself to tap into all your parts so that you can become a totality. Oh, is it Tuesday? Taco Tuesday? Sorry. Fasting Tuesday. It's fast day. Card number 46, royal returns. You have to allow yourself to return back to a royal place of being where you can totally look at things and be like, no. 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 Just no. Maybe I'll do another retreat at this retreat house that I like. But Yellowstone's going to be closing soon. Card number 4. Should we do a winter retreat in the snow? If you're going to fly in, you're going to need to rent a 4x4 vehicle to access this property. That's the kind of properties I like, where you need a 4x4 to access it. Just saying. You can carpool with someone. I'm just saying. If one of y'all get fucking crazy with me in the middle of nowhere, I'm going to duct tape you. Oh, God. Hello? I'm live streaming, baby boo. Who? Yeah. Oh, hey, let me call you back, though. I'm live streaming. Okay. All right. So, card number 45. Awakening Gnosis. I have 4x4 on my body. Okay. Awaken Gnosis. Awaken your sense of knowing of who you are, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. Some souls just need to be separated from you. Okay. Some souls need to just be separated from you. Do you understand that sometimes, I saw this video right before I came live. Let me see if I liked it. Hold on. Oh, no, I didn't. Anyways, this girl was talking about she didn't believe in past lives or something like that. And then she had a past life reading and something about she recovered her memories. There was a witch who was wicked, and in order to try and kill one person, they ended up messing up and killing like 10 people. And she was one of the 10 that ended up losing their lives in order to kill that one person. Well, that witch found her again and has been going out of her way to do malicious things. Ooh. Yeah. So some souls just need to be separated from you. They just do. Okay. It doesn't matter if you think you had some sort of intense, wonderful connection. I come across quite a few people who've had past lives with me. A large portion of people that I come across have had past lives with me. Are you aware that for many of my lives, I've been murdered? Yeah. Yep. And then you got these people who I'll retrieve memories of one of the lives that I've lived with you, and you're trying to convince me that I should trust you, only to remember that you abducted one of my children to sacrifice them. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't trust you. And then people like that will tell themselves this story of, oh no, she's my twin flame and she's just running from me. She's scared. I'm pretty sure you're not my twin. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, no. I'm not running from you because you're my twin and I'm afraid of your love healing me. I'm running from you because I remember the heinous shit you've done in a previous life to me and my child. And I don't want anything to do with you in this life. That's why. Not other reasons. See, sometimes even when you explain yourself very, very clearly, people will not hear what you said and continue with their stories that they have created to further their desire to access you. Like, no, you're not my twin. No. Some souls need to remain separate from you. Okay. Card 53, attract sigil. Allow yourself to attract what you need and don't hold on to it for longer than you need to. Sometimes knowing these people exist is all you need. That includes the twin flames, twin rays, soulmates, all of that other stuff that you get pumped full of information regarding. Sometimes all you need is to attract the knowing that they exist, nothing else. That means no, they don't have to be your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, lover, sex slave, whatever you want. No, they're not obligated to do any of that for you. Card number 28, soul journey. Allowing yourself to take a journey towards higher levels of dimensional consciousness and allowing for the expansion of your awareness that can facilitate your tapping into that higher level of dimensional consciousness. Card number 2, warrior spirit, allowing yourself to pick up your sword when it's necessary. Cutting cords does not require swords. Cutting cords is an absolute waste of time. They grow back. When you cut a cord, when you listen to these people on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, whatever hoo-ha place you go to, and they tell you to invoke yada, 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 and this is how you cut the cords and yada, yada, yada. Michael doesn't come to cut cords. How do I know? Because he told me to fix it my damn self. Yeah. Michael doesn't come in that way. And if we're really going to be honest, unless he has some actual contractual agreement with you, when you invoke him, it's not him that comes. He will only come for people who have an actual, valid, active contractual agreement with him, and for any child. That's it. I know religion and all these spiritual people told us that Michael is the protector of all. He's not going to protect you from your own decisions. That's not his job. And I hate to say this, but Michael only does what's in his job description. Never anything more. He doesn't instruct anyone on anything. A lot of the things that you guys hear me say Michael said, he's translating for my soul because I ignore the shit out of her. I do. So he says it as a reiteration of what my soul is trying to communicate to me. But yeah, we have to let go of a lot of these things that we're being taught. In these fucking people who come in the comments sometimes, I'm going to call the angels and have, yeah. You realize you're the lesser of the two, right? Why would an angel listen to you? Talking like you fucking command them. They're sentient beings. They are sovereign. They don't have to do shit you tell them to do. Now, the things that will come mimicking the angels that you're invoking, those things will do what you tell them to do, because energetic exchange, whatever they do for you, they will require of you. Mm-hmm. And you have these people. I'm going to call in, let's do the Pleiadians today, and then we're going to do some Lyrans tomorrow. We're also going to do some Andromedans. And yeah, who the fuck are you to be calling in these sentient beings? And you guys have maybe heard me once, twice, couple times calling in certain things. They're my soul family. That's the equivalent of me calling up my cousin. Hey, cousin, I kind of need a little support right now. I want to make sure that, I have all my bases covered. Unless you come from their lineage, they owe you jack shit. They don't have to do anything you command them to do. It does not matter how many meditations and candles and whatever you light. Like, they don't care. They don't. Human beings, I think, are the only beings that have this really childish mindset of, well, because I said so. Yeah, nothing else in creation cares what you say. That's just the reality of it. Unless you can back that up with energy, they don't care. Yeah. Have you ever met someone who just talks far too much? They just talk and 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 talk. And then finally you just go like, oh God, they're still talking? God. Oh my God. Why the fuck do they talk so much? Nothing they say makes fucking sense. I know we know at least one person in our lives. All of us have at least one person in our life who is like this. I have a friend who I was seeing this man commenting on her shit. And he thought he was smart. He is smart, but he's a fucking idiot for someone that smart. And he just looks for people to comment on their posts because he thinks that if he uses pompous language, it's some sort of intellectual flex. And then Monday I had enough. And I told him to fuck off using his vernacular. Honey, just because you grew up surrounded by idiots does not mean you're the smartest within this community. I'm just saying. Some people need to stay away. Some people need your interaction. Some people don't. Some people need to just not be in your life. What is at stake here? If you are risking your dignity, your sovereignty, your internal peace, your growth, those are too high of a price to pay for anyone. So don't pay it. Don't pay it. If you can't accept what I'm offering, and I offer a lot to everyone I come across, if that's enough for you, perfect. If that's not enough for you, I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Go purchase a session on my website. And even then, you still don't own me. You got to have that type of conviction about your worth. You just have to. I've had people message me about, like, all right, I'm going to let you do these services for me. And then, I'll see how it goes. And then I'll decide if I want to book it. I recommend you go on Facebook, go to one of those groups and ask them. Because I'm not doing that with you. Book a session, wait your turn. That's that. And then I'll have people who will come to me and be upset. What do you mean I have to wait 2 months for my session? Well, I mean, I'm that fucking good at what I do that I'm booked out 2 months in advance, sometimes 3 or 4. So if you want it right now, like I said, go to Facebook. A lot of people offering all kind of stuff. They can help you right then and there. But if you want someone good, if you want someone who actually knows what they're doing, will not lie to you, will not scam you, will only do what you need, will recommend things in a truthful way, wait your fucking turn. And then that's that. I'm worth that wait. I'm actually worth that wait. For those who know, you know. You got to wait 2 months. You got to wait 3 months. It is fucking worth that wait. Because all of my private sessions, I give you me. It's just me and you, and that is it. I give you me, and I know what the fuck I offer. When it's me and you got me. That's fucking priceless. If people don't understand you, that's not your problem. That's just not. Let them walk away. Oh, but Emmie, what if they talk shit? That's because they're a shit talker. Has nothing to do with you. I mean, honestly, the people that I've come across who are like this, it's always a red flag to me. When the first part of conversation, 15, 20 minutes into your session, you've been talking shit about someone the whole time. That tells me once the session is done, there's a very high likelihood you're going to talk shit about me too. You're going to find a way to convince yourself that I have failed you in some way. And really, am I failing you in some way, or this is just who you are? I can't change who someone is. See, parasites, they can't create characteristics, behavioral patterns, and mindsets that are not already potentially there. It has to be within your potentiality. So it's like, oh, my lover put their hands on me and I got a black eye and I feel like they have a demon. Can you extract it so we can, have our relationship back? I can extract it, but this is the relationship. What do you mean? Well, they're capable of physical violence towards you. No, that's not who they are. I'm telling you, that's what I'm reading from them. No, it's because they have a parasite. No, it's because the parasite was exacerbating what was already there. So you're telling me, I'm telling you that that's them. The parasite just triggered it, amplified it, gave them the courage to actually do it. That's them. You have to believe people when they show you the truth of who they are. You have to. Even when parasites are involved, that's still who they are. That's who they are. I've been breached by a parasite. I shut down. I didn't beat anyone. I shut down. I shut down my page. I deactivated all my accounts. I was gone. That's it. That's who I am. Like I've said, I'm capable of a lot, but I'm not a violent person. I'm not. I'm not a violent person. I'm capable of violence to defend myself, but I'm not a violent person. That's not what a parasite is going to try and trigger. Believe people when they show you who they are. I got to get going, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I might come on later tonight to do readings and scans. Not much else. If you're looking for a personal reading, if you're looking for, kind of a better idea of what's going on within your energetic field, I'm also going to have Emmie evals. So just those 3 things. I'll come on later tonight, and just wait for me to go ahead and put the link up. I'm going to need maybe about an hour and a half. I got to get to a session. Thank you guys so much for sharing the space with me. I got to get going. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.